about a 20-minute lead. They've got me at the laundry and they're going to kill me.
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another TV show reaction and commentary. Today we're going to be jumping into the last episode, I believe, of Season 3 titled Full Measures, which is really cool because we saw the last episode, which was titled Half Measures, and that last episode was absolutely insane. That was like so wild. So I was happy that I was able to take a week off from that and just kind of come back to this episode because, man, this is about to get really, really interesting. But before we hop into this episode, the last episode really reminded me of a film that portrayed a very interesting theme, and that film was Chinatown. We actually watched it on the channel, and the reason why I'm bringing it up is because that theme of, on the surface, you just see the puddle, but you don't realize the depth within that. You don't realize that once you step into it, it leads to an ocean. And sometimes we're not prepared for that. We're not prepared for the darker corners that are lingering around our outer peripherals. But Half Measures, I think, was a great example of that, just showcasing to Jesse how deep this goes and what this means. And if you're gonna do something, you have to go to the extreme. Otherwise, just through sheer consequences and circumstances, you'll be pushed to the extreme. It's either you jump off the ledge or you get pushed off it. And I loved how that was portrayed in last week's episode, and I am interested in seeing how this affects Walter now as well too, because as we saw last time, Mike was telling him, you're doing a bunch of half measures, and he came at us with that beautiful monologue and backstory to why he got to that certain mindset and to who he is now, and that mindset, once you learn from it, it's hard to come back from. You'll become a stronger person, but you'll become a lot more dangerous in a way, I guess you could say. So again, that mentality of it's either you get kicked off the cliff or you yourself jump off of it. And I think Walter is at the point now where, he felt himself getting ready to be kicked off, but he decided to meet that extreme himself. Instead of taking half measures, he's taking a full measures, which is the title of this episode. So I'm really interested in seeing the mindset change and how full measures look to Walter, how that looks to Jesse, how that could possibly look to all our other characters as well too. There's a lot going on. So, I just want to let y'all know before we hop into this episode, that's kind of like what's swirling in my head. Chinatown is the film that I got that epiphany from, so I highly recommend that. Really great detective crime film. Like you guys seen the video on my on the YouTube channel, but for those of you who haven't seen it, check it out and also check out that film. So like always, guys, the best way to support this channel is through Patreon. Thank you all for for showing so much love for this series. It's really great, and I'm feeling really inspired, and always it's always a joy talking to the community when it comes to bodies of work like this. So if you guys want to support the channel and join the community, get involved more with that, and also get early access as well, again, you can check that all out on the Patreon. You can also support the channel by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. And at the end of the day, just sit back, relax, and get your popcorn and snacks as we hop into, well, oh my God, yeah, the season finale. Season 3, titled Full Measures. Wow, okay. We are getting an opening shot of an empty house that once belonged to our main characters here. And again, I want to highlight how important spaces are within the show. Set designs, environments, really, and how these characters exist in them. And especially those, who watch the show multiple times, go back and watch how they like them.
This is my husband, Walt.
Hi. Good to meet you, Walt.
Nice to meet you.
Sandia Laboratories, huh?
Yeah.
This is actually a flashback. They are just about to buy the house. Okay, got you. I got bamboozled. Still applies, though.
I the kitchen's really spacious and, got good appliances and...
How many bedrooms?
Man, it is crazy to see this, man. It is crazy, because the journey that we are on right now, it's wild. Cause and effect in this show lingers.
Believe me, because I have definitely looked everywhere. For our price range, this is as good as it gets.
Well, then let's stretch our price range.
I love that this little peek from before season 1 shows that mentality just a little bit, just in the faintest, almost innocent sense. Yeah, and then we cut forward to the present where this dude ran somebody over and proceeded to execute them. That was cold-blooded. And he did that like as if he made his decision prior to making that move, which is different. Because usually he makes the decision whenever he's in the moment. And that thing inside of him makes that decision. It's always kicking him off the cliff. But now it seems like Walter is the one that threw himself off the cliff, meaning he made his decision. Hence why he was so effortless with that. That was crazy. Those full measures, man.
I'm gonna need some kind of assurance.
I assure you, I could kill you from way over here if
Woo!
it makes you feel any.
Yo, Mike is so, dude. He's a wolf, man. This dude is a wolf. This guy's been around the block, man. Wow, and we got this guy sporting the hat. He's finally sporting the hat. Oh, wow, what a shot. That's cool. Great cinematography right there.
You get your car fixed?
Not yet.
You're gonna want to get your car fixed.
Let's see how this goes first.
Wow, these shots are cool, man. I love the cinematography in these shots. So good. Just how these characters are existing within the space, the environment, is very Fargo-esque.
Some worthless junkie. For him, you intervene and put us all at risk. Some contemptible junkie who couldn't keep the peace for 8 hours.
That's right.
That's crazy. You really can see the love for Jesse, though twisted, Walter has compared to compared to this dude, because he just thinks of him as a junkie.
I continue cooking. You and I both forget about Pinkman. We forget this ever happened. We consider this a lone hiccup.
Man, I love that. Everybody is like within those black and grayish textures too. Everybody's wearing black, wearing gray. You can see Mike almost like impressed by his demeanor,
You'd need a new assistant.
especially with who he's talking to. Is it really him? Oh no!
Good to see you.
Thanks.
No, that is awkward. Man, that is awkward. That's really awkward. That's a wild soundtrack to just transition to. What? I'm sorry? This dude's doing a GTA 5 mission, man. Are you kidding me? Mike is just soloing a GTA 5 mission casually after dropping his granddaughter off. Are you what? No, he did not. No, he did not. Just what? Dude, what? What do you do against this guy? Like, how can you survive? Man, come on, bro. Like, it's bad enough that you were yelling and shooting, but like, come on, bruh. Wow. Man. Wow. Dude, Mike is wicked, man. Mike is a problem. Damn.
我得赶回家了，我有小孩子要照顾，我老公一定急死了。你钱付不够，我前面死了个男人耶。
She says yes.
Love the comedy is still kicking, even at the season finale of season 3.
Please teach me.
Oh, what's happening here? What's happening there? Oh, that shot made me feel really weird about that. I feel like that's all a setup. I feel like that is all a setup.
No, not at all. Please, come in. Can I offer you something? Creme de menthe?
Oh, no. No, thank you.
Again, I think it's also really cool that when Gus is wanting to wear that mask of innocence, whatever you want to call it, that skin he wears, he also wears like a lighter tone color. Whereas in other shots, when he's a lot more intimidating, he wears darker colors.
He's dying of cancer. It is why he does this, to provide for his family, which he's accomplished. They will never want for anything.
That's crazy. Something so prideful as that to Walter is just a thing to be used to Gus. That is wild, man. It's just wild to hear it stated because we've seen it turmoil and spin Walter's life out of control. And he's just casually saying it as a ploy.
I'm thinking that if we had, say, 1 or 2 more cooks.
Oh, man, dude. This dude is on some other ish, man. It's just wild how he's able to manipulate people through fear.
I know that when the time comes.
And intelligence, too. And human emotion. He's really using it all. It's very subtle.
Now, when I say I'm looking for Pinkman, we both know why, don't we?
Damn, I love how this is lit up. I love how this is lit up right here. The lighting on them is
Is that right?
It's so harsh. It's such harsh lighting.
But who's to say I didn't write the address down in my day planner or on a scratched piece of paper somewhere? Who's to say I didn't?
Yo, Mike is intimidating, bro. This old man is intimidating, man. Experience, bro.
I'm being followed? What the hell have you gotten me into? You know, my very own PI's threatening to break my legs. That's like Thomas Magnum threatening that little prissy guy.
I can see why Saul is probably like, yo, what the hell is going on, man?
For you, hip-hop.
Wow. And he was hiding Jesse there. Saul never gave him up. That is crazy.
You? I got my old job back. At least until they kill me and Gale takes over.
He's their boy, huh?
Yep. So he knew it.
Their boy.
He knew it.
How long you think?
He knows what's happening. Good.
So what do we do?
You know what we do.
Oh, man. Whoa. What does that mean? What does that mean? Full measure. Full measure. He's going to kill them.
And leverage keeps me alive. It keeps you alive, too. I think I can see to that. If I'm the only chemist that he's got.
What are you thinking, man? What are you thinking about doing? Oh man, I hope he's not thinking about doing what he's doing.
Make it look like an accident.
There's got to be some other way.
No half measures, man. I'm telling you, I love what cause and effect does to these characters. You could tell they really change after a very
It's gonna be him.
pivotal moment, from their actions.
I saved your life, Jesse. Are you gonna save mine?
Whew. Walt's just out here he's gonna kill people like that. Like he's past that threshold. I mean, he's always done it, but it was more so off of like survival. But now he's like, no, like I'm gonna assassinate people. that's rough. And it's a cut to a scene of him holding his child is insane with this glowing light just pouring in from the windows. There's a glowing soft light.
Don't do this, Mr. White. Please.
Damn, you got Jesse over here saying don't do this. Yeah, man. Like, the gravity is just so overwhelming. It's so overwhelming. It's because I get where Walter is going. I understand that he's made up his decision. He's off the cliff now. And even if he were to go back, he's so far down that it's there's just no reason. Damn, and the soundtrack is different, man. The soundtrack is like it's not resembling an emotion. It's not even resembling how these characters are feeling. It's just resembling the overall abyss. Like it's just dark. It's palpable, man. Like it's just scary. You can tell that you're getting deeper into some territory you just don't know.
You don't have to do this.
Yeah, unfortunately I do, Walter. Downstairs.
If I can talk to Gus,
Walter?
I can convince him, okay? Just let me, please let me talk to him.
Shut up! Shut up. I can't do it.
Woo! Yeah, because you could probably tell how many times people have said that to Mike.
Like you said, he's the problem. He's always been the problem. And without him, we would... And he's in town, all right? He's not in Virginia or wherever the hell you're looking.
That's crazy. That's crazy. He ratted out Jesse. Oh, my God. What was the point to all of it, man?
It's gonna have to be you.
What? No way, man.
Listen to me. You're closer than we are. You'll have about a 20-minute lead. They've got me at the laundry and they're going to kill me.
Whoa! 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 Yo, that was good. That was good. This is crazy. This is insane.
53 Juan Tabo, apartment 6. Yeah.
Woo! Oh, whoa! Yo! Okay, Walter. Okay, bruh. Let's go, man. Listen, it's all bad, but that was a badass moment, bruh. No way.
How can I help you?
Ah, this is so bad. This is so bad, dude. This is so bad.
I have money.
This is just unfortunate.
I got a lot of money.
And I hate that Jesse's doing it, too.
Please, don't do this. You.
Dude, this is crazy. I hate that the camera's all up in it, too. Damn. This is so hard to watch. Oh my god, dude. That was a good place to end it. That was good. Good place to end it. All right, everybody, we just got done the season finale for season 3, Breaking Bad, titled Full Measure. Damn. My emotions were just pinging back and forth. There was like so many moments where I was like, yo, that is so cool. That is just so awesome. And then there was just instantaneously the next scene, I'm just like, oh god, that is like so terrifyingly terrible. That is the worst. This is just so bad. Everything is so bad right now. But oh man, what a crazy last episode. I know y'all were probably losing your minds. Losing your minds when they ended the series. Ended the season with this. Guys, I'm so excited for the next 2 seasons because I can feel the momentum. I can truly feel it. You know, I feel like and the reason there's a lot of questions saying like, how do you know the rhythm of this show? Like, how do you know when certain things are pivotal, when certain things aren't pivotal? How do you know the nuances from the ones that, are not so nuanced? And it really does come down to the building blocks to the show, which I made sure to hopefully communicate through the first season. If you watch my first season run through of the show, but there is a building block here. There is a reason why chemistry is involved in this. There's a reason why cause and effect is involved in this. There's a reason why there's a very human aspect to this, and those things are kind of like the template of how I'm perceiving information and how I'm feeling emotion, and how I can kind of, see and feel where the rhythms and things are going. Not to say that I know exactly what's happening. I clearly did not know what was happening throughout the show. But the rhythms that they have continued to compile and build on is so well put together, and it's so well built, and it just feels, the one word that comes to mind is real. This is a real show. And I know it's not real, but I hope that you guys know what I mean when I say that. When I say like this is a real show because of how they're tackling human emotion, how they're tackling contemplation, during moments with characters who are not talking, and they just kind of sit with how they feel. They sit with what they have to do. They sit with what they don't want to do. Like, this show is very real for that, for capturing those moments, and they add up throughout, the episodes and the seasons. And, again, cause and effect. I say it on the Patreon, I always have like a little introduction before going into like these episodes. And cause and effect is the one that's highlighted, that's underlined. And I talked about how season 3 is going to be a continuation of that, but not only that, but the continuation of all the effects that happened from like season 2, from the causes that happened in season 1. And it's, that method and that kind of digestion that I have, that conversation I have with the show, is how I'm able to kind of see the gravity and the weight that these characters bring with them, because the show respects that. And it's only because the show respects that. If the show didn't respect that, then I'd be all over the place. I'd be kind of confused. I'd be like, well, why is Walt doing this when he's saying this and he's feeling that? Like, it would just be all over the place. But again, all these characters are gray, and I don't have to like what they're doing, but I understand it, And that right there is a testament to beautiful writing, to again being real, the actors really portraying that realness towards the filmmaking all around the show, including the lighting and the cinematography, when to punch in, when to punch out. There's beats, there's rhythms to it. It's like a spreadsheet, it's like a music sheet, but it's in a different language. So I hope that throughout this conversation, and throughout those who actually listen to the intros, the outros, all that good stuff, you guys can actually pick up a little bit more on that language, because you can carry that with you, not just within the show, but to other shows and to other forms of media, not just even in films. You can pick up these nuances within books. You can pick up these nuances within, drawing art and doing a bunch of other things too. It's just literally life, But I'm enjoying this. I'm gonna hop right into season 4. I can't believe we're hopping into season 4, bro. This is crazy. I'm gonna hop into season 4, episode 1 right now. So if you guys want to hop in there with me, you guys know what to do. Check out the Patreon. But for everybody else, stay healthy and stay hydrated because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.